next 3 years, 6.6 for 3 years. What was it?
We went out for a tender in this regards. We were with Trustpower, and this is a continuation of the contract. It was, from memory, something like about 6.1 over the 3 years, and it's gone up to 6.5, 6.6.
Okay.
I think everybody around the table will know what happened to their electricity bills.
Well, over 6 years, if you're talking about the 3 we've just had and the 3 we're going into, and it's gone up by 10%, I'd say we've done bloody well. 15 bar 48. 15 bar 49.
Yeah, I've got a question here.
Which page?
Unbudgeted projects.
Which page you on?
15 bar 49. Unbudgeted projects. I was just particularly curious about the purchase of this property in Turin, the Miti O2 Grove property. Maybe Gary knows something about it because it was a previous community board decision, I think. I was just curious what we
That's the house alongside the medical centre that got purchased by the Turangi Community Board for possible expansion for the future and for use on medical purposes. And what's it being used for at the moment?
It's housing the Sports Foundation at the moment.
The old doctor, what was his name, Dr. something?
Yeah, Frank there.
The other question I've got was an independent valuation sought before we purchased it.
I was in a community board, remember, I would have to say yes, but I can't categorically. You tell me, I was in ex officio.
No, not to my knowledge.
Where's the figure of 170, 181? Is it the GB?
It was based on GB and the asking price.
I'm only going on memory here, correct me if I'm wrong, Councillor Kepper. I believe he wanted 170, it was negotiated and offered 151 and he took it or something, is that right?
I'm not too sure.
What's been having you involved in it, from memory?
Yeah, there's something in that, that particular path, and based on what the current community yields were. If it was rented on the open market, it would have given that particular market return.
Was it 200
a week or something like that would have been the rental or something of that nature.
It was a Turangi Community Board decision to purchase, which, as through your minutes, come to council, and it was ratified and the deal was done. So the community board had to answer why they actually bought it, so I'm going on memory here.
The purpose it was called for is because the medical centre at the time was chocker and they were looking to secure land for future expansion. It is part of the town centre Turangi, for which the board considered that it should secure that piece of land. Which it did, and on the basis that in the meantime it could be used by the Sports Foundation to provide the officers for the sporting codes to keep their records and to have the meetings. And we're told that the foreseeable future for the health centre is not that it will expand, and that's the current position.
So the health centre won't expand now?
Not in the foreseeable future.
But it was purchased for that purpose in the first place? Yeah.
For 2 reasons. That was the main reason, yes. The other reason to secure a building for the Sports Foundation. And because it's part of the town centre commercial block, if you like, it's on the edge of it.
I may be getting a little off topic, but I'm just curious why, because the medical centre has been open how, a year or 18 months or so?
Yeah.
A couple of years later? I mean, possibly.
Well, it's probably something you're going to have to bring up at the TT board because we don't know what happened.
Well, you can go on bringing up things that previous councils and previous boards have done, or accept what they've done and get on and plan for the future to do something else.
I'm just trying to understand the rationale of it, and it's a natural question to ask. If you've got a multi-million-dollar new health centre that's been built next door, why within a couple of years are we purchasing land and property next door for their expansion? I mean, that seems to me like a lack of planning, perhaps.
Well, you have to go back to the history. The history of the community, of that centre is It was church-owned land, and they only agreed to sell it to council and not sell it to anyone else. And so at the time it was purchased to put the health centre in there as part of helping the Tirrangi community to amalgamate its health services.
Yeah, well, look, I'm going to let Councillor Downer speak. I'm happy for any councillor, particularly you, Councillor Henderson, to ask questions about things on a balance sheet, but it's not the Spanish Inquisition. If you don't like something that a previous council did, do what you did and stand, and you're now elected, and you can sell it if you can get your fellow, you can sell it if you can get your fellow TD board members. But hang on, I'm just saying, but the question like this needs to be referred to the community board. So that's where the question needs to be answered. And if Councillor Henderson likes it, he likes it. If he doesn't like it, he can move to sell it if he wants.
Can I just clarify? It's not about whether I like it or not, Rick. It's about asking what the rationale is for doing this and whether it's good planning.
Well, nobody understands except Councillor Kepler was even in the meeting, or I was, but I remember it vaguely. Or Councillor Downer first. So we can't answer the question simply. Councillor Downer?
Yeah, well, I struggle, sorry, Councillor Henderson, just where you're coming from, because these are all questions that if you're involved in your community, then you would have gone along to the meetings and asked those questions before these incidents happen. You know, it's the same with some of your questions from 1080. You know, it's again, you know, you're asking or trying to find out information that was in the past, you know, 3 years in the last, you know, elections. You know, I just struggle when you go with these questions.
It's quite simple, Mike. I'm asking about an unbudgeted item of expenditure, the purchase of building, which no independent valuation was taken on, which is next door to a medical centre that appeared to require expansion after 2 years. So it's quite simple. I'm questioning the rationale for the business decisions made along the way in this process.
Yeah, but it's hard to ask questions of those rationales when it's a past community board or past council that have made those resolutions or made those decisions.
But I'm sitting here looking at figures in front of me instead of accounts, so it's natural to want to ask questions about that.
Well, as I said, I'm not repeating it. I've asked your question, it's unanswerable in depth by us here. So ask your community board, or what I would probably do if I was that inquisitive about it, I'd get the minutes from the meetings pertaining to it and you'll be able to read it.
I actually got the answers.
Through the chair, please, Councillor Henderson. Councillor Hipping, you and I.
Well, I just think it makes good future-proofing for the health centre in the future. Who knows where the expansion's going to go, and probably it made good sense to buy that property next door to be able to expand some services into it. That would be, in my opinion, good, just future-proofing the asset that you've got in the community.
Okay, no, thank you. 15 past 50, if there's nothing more on that one, please. Any comment you'd like to make, Mr. Menhena?
No, the financial performance of both the debt and investments is pretty much in line with what we had budgeted. Okay,
any questions on that, Tim? Moving to 1551, it's all the graphs, some nice colours. You can actually see if you look at that fourth one down the investment shares total portfolio, a little bit above budget, which I think should be commended from about November 10. And I think is that when you locked in some reasonable interest rates, Mr. Menhena?
Yeah, that helps. We're averaging 8.13% return on our portfolio. That's even with the low short-term investment rate. So,
well, unless I'm reading this wrong, and I'm not a qualified accountant, as you are, this is pretty good reading, or am I reading this wrong?
no, it's good reading.
Any comments, please? 1551. Okay, moving over to 1552, the devil's in the detail, and 1553. You can see where the money is invested, where it's borrowed from, where it goes to, where it comes from. Any questions on that? Being none, we'll leave the devil in the detail where it belongs. Turning over, 1554. Okay, is there any questions on the last page or any other questions before I go back to the resolution? On the brief start of the agenda item. Okay, being done, I'm going to ask for a mover, please, that the Taupo District Performance Report to March 2011 be received, remembering that it's only 9 months, it's not 5, it's 3 more months for the end of June to come on to this. So, could I have a mover, please? Move, Councillor Barnard. Second, Councillor Minster. All in favour? Carried, thank you. Item number 16 is your meeting dates now. Let's go to Councillor Hickling and ask him what dates have you got organised for that? Or is this, no, it's, yeah, the Seeker Park one.
I think Cheryl might have those dates. We'll set some dates.
24th of May.
Okay, just refresh us again. We've got to set up who you're sharing it and who's with you.
Keith
Right.
and
Councillor Johnson and I'm ex officio if I'm around. So it's those three. What date have you set?
24th of May, she's given us, but that's not right.
The 4th of May.
No, 24th, because you've got various submissions on there.
that's for the hearings.
Yeah, no, Corn's given us.
But that's the annual plan.
No, sorry. Okay, well, it
There's
was the
another date
17th. It was the
earlier.
17th.
Was it?
Okay.
But anyway, there isn't, we have set a meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there was 3 people involved, Councillor Craig, Councillor Johnson and the chair is going to be Councillor Hickling and myself. If you could find out when this hearing is, it's a 1-day hearing, I think it's here, you said? Next week?
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully.
And there's 2
Okay.
of the Hoodoo Reserve Trust on the 11th
On
of
the
May.
11th.
Oh.
11th of May.
11th of May. Yeah. At 2:30.
Okay, so this is your meeting schedules for
And
May.
Cheryl said zone 2 the 13th.
Now, zone 2, 13th is a Friday. I'm going to check my diary. I've missed 2 already.
Yeah, 17th.
Friday to what?
Okay, let me worry about zone 2 if I'm not available to go. Where is it held this year at this time? Cambridge, okay. If I'm not available, I'll find a councillor that would like to replace me. And if anybody, if I am going and anybody would like to go with me, they're more than welcome. Put your hand up.
I was just saying I've been going to Zone 2 meetings. What date is it? Could I have my
Well, I know you have, but I've asked you to go because I wasn't available. Normally the mayor goes.
Okay,
If
yeah.
I can't,
that's what
if I
was
can't
doing.
go, I will look for a substitute.
Okay.
But I'm not even sure if I'm available. But we'll organise that. It's on a Friday. And if I am going, I'm happy to take you, Councillor Craig, and anybody else that might like to go for that matter. Up to 4, and then you have to have 1 car loan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm not sure where I am on that day, but I'll get back to you all on that one. Okay, so there's 2 we need to round up. We can't do today. Am I available on zone today or not? I said there's something on mine. Oh, that's right. No, Councillor Craig, you're quite right. I'm not open that day because I'm officially opening the Clean Energy Centre. I knew there was something on that
What
day.
date is it, Mr.?
May the 13th, and it's a Friday. But if you're going to go as my replacement, I would like you to take at least 1 or 2 other councillors with you so they understand what happens at zone 2. Okay, so you can always take a full car for the council, but reasonably big.
Okay. I'll be pleased to.
Yeah, now we need to know definitely how many, if you don't mind, just through the chair, because Cheryl has to book it for catering purposes, etc., etc. So, Councillor Craig, Councillor Minch, Councillor Johnson, is there a 4th or just a 3? Zone 2 in, would you say Cambridge? Okay, 3's fine. Okay, sure, we'll organise that, thank you. So leave the meeting date for May 21st. Anything else anybody wants to raise? If not, I would ask for, I move that.
I've got 1 year, just on, if the submissions are required on Thursday, the 26th, or we've also got our Rugby World Cup, what happens then?
His submissions are on the same day as the Rugby World Cup committee.
I know it's got if required, I'm just not thinking what it is.
If required, we'll worry about it at the time, mate.
Okay.
If required, we'll find we'll react to the action at the time. Okay, nothing more on that. I'd ask that the meeting date to be set and received for May 2011. I move it. Councillor Kirk, second, somebody, Councillor Minch, all those in favour, aye. Carried.